Have you been suffering from loneliness, extreme boredom, or a lack of worth and self-identity because all your activities and friends have been stripped away from you and you no longer know who you are? Then you may be living through a global pandemic. But don't worry.
We're here to help!
With the Malaripyn system of remediation, you too can conquer quarantine.
Hi, I'm a doctor. If you or a loved one has been experiencing isolation, increased anxiety, disrupted sleep patterns, boredom, and just general discontent with the world due to the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, let me tell you about Malaripyn. I have seen great success with the Malaripyn system of remediation and our patients struggling to adjust to the new world with COVID-19. The system includes journaling, exercise, establishing routine, and finding an outlet through media. 97% of my patients reported that they have had a more positive outlook on life after just 1 month employing Malaripyn. Don't take it from me. Let's hear from some of my patients.
Yeah, I would say the pandemic changed me. My life went from having a normal routine to having nothing. Part of it was exciting, but then there was a lot of time for me to think about who I was. And honestly, I found myself to be kind of lonely. I didn't know what to do until a friend of mine had something for me to try.
When everything seemed to be going downhill, I was recommended Malaripyn. One of its suggestions was journaling. It encouraged me to write out my thoughts. It helped me process what happened in my head and not bottle things up. And now my life has improved because of it.
I spent the first few weeks of the COVID-19 shutdown just like everyone else, confused and anxious. Everything was being canceled. My soccer season got canceled. All my other spring events had been canceled, and I didn't know what to do with myself, as soccer had previously taken up so much of my time.
So I began to fill that time mindlessly scrolling TikTok and Instagram, alone in my dark room. I soon realized that I had to make a change, and my doctor recommended the Malaripyn system of remediation. I found that the exercise portion of the system had the greatest impact on me. I incorporated exercise into my life by first setting up a weekly running schedule. I later began to add in a lifting schedule as well as yoga. Exercise gave me something to look forward to. It was a constant in my life when nothing else seemed to be. It also gave me something to work towards. I could set goals for myself and be satisfied when I achieved them.
Whenever COVID initially canceled a lot of my upcoming plans, I was relieved. I was excited to not be busy for once. I could genuinely be on whatever schedule I wanted to be. I was free, so I experimented, tried new things, and eventually became nocturnal. Yes, that's right. In a time of loneliness, I found a way to make myself even lonelier. And being as introverted as I am, I didn't realize that was a problem. Until one day, when I was driving to turn my homework into the post office at 3 a.m. and hit a possum, an animal that, like me, was nocturnal. Then I realized I needed to establish a routine. I started to get up when the sun came out and would make a schedule for my days, implementing other elements of the Malaripyn method into my plans. I included activities like exercising and watching movies into my days, and promised myself that I would never try an experimental sleep schedule again. Thanks, Malaripyn.
Before trying the Malaripyn method of remediation, I was struggling to grasp the fact that we were living in a global pandemic. Would you want to face the fact that all of your teenage experiences were being stripped away from you? I don't think so.
Therefore, I indulged in as much escapism as possible. It was working fine at first. The books, movies, and music made it easy to forget what the outside world was succumbing to. However, this turned into me constantly using these forms of media without breaks. To put it simply, I was using it to dissociate. When I wasn't asleep, I wasn't really awake either. To fix this issue, I started using the Malaripyn method of remediation. The key method that I used was the art of balance. I forced myself to perform tasks without anything in the background getting in the way of what I was doing. Balancing tasks in media helped me separate the real and the fake. I found myself using escapism in small dosages, and now I'm proud to say that I now read, listen to music, and watch movies at a healthy amount. Couldn't have done it without you, Malaripyn.
If you think Malaripyn may be right for you, talk to your doctor today.
Side effects may include longing for a return to normality, sudden relapses, feelings of existential dread, a want to control everything about yourself in life because you can't control anything else, and inability to break from your schedule.
With the Malaripyn system of remediation, you too can conquer quarantine.
Thanks for watching.